Kentucky Wildcats. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense takes the field. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on.
Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play. Kentucky right back to the line.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This crowd full of throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Coming after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff to the single back. The Aggies brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's got it again. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with him. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Steps away. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The play-action fake. Unloads to the right. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to run it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quickly complete. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Now on second down. Quick handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Here's the handoff. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap on third down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, give them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Completes it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting huge progression.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll pull it on the read. Headed to the end zone. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get...
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. When you go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. They knock him down right there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high.
There's a live football. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with you.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Feeling some heat.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll come out throwing on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting a pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. Field goal is good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. On the move at the 30. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might lose.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Leaves it with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Makes a catch and knocked down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Georgia.
Touch pass on the run.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Turns it on at midfield. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Aggies! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're flowing into games because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Trying to get to him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. 28, Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a miss.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Second down now after the sack. Handoff from the gun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. On third and short, the power run here. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. Penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Release to the back. Got his man down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the middle. He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Getting some heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he's got it inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, sometimes you just got to be lucky, and that time the ball bounced the right way for the kicking team. They were able to recover their own onside kick, and they've got possession.
He looks that one in nicely. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Kentucky right back to the line. To the air on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Wide open, makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Finds his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. 2nd down coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance we still might go for it.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch past the sticks. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Going over the top. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time.